welcome back to Exploring the Outdoors. I'm Tim. Bandit's over here. We've been out riding some trails and exploring the national forest over here by where I live at, and decided we wanted to touch on a subject, and that's whenever you go out, whether you're with a group or when you're by yourself, it's always good to have quality recovery gear with you. So one of the things I always recommend is having a winch on the front of the vehicle, especially if you're driving a two-wheel drive, because you don't have to have a full-wheel drive to overland. But a winch, if you're in two-wheel drive, will definitely help you out a lot to give you that advantage. If you do get stuck, you can pull yourself out. You don't have to have full-wheel drive. So I have a 9,500-pound winch on the front of the truck, and it's a nice winch. And recently, a company, OPENROAD, sent me a message and asked me about recovery gear and stuff, and I told them I have a winch, so I don't really need a winch, because they do have quality winches, and they do ATV winches too. And so they asked me, like, what all do I have? And I said, well, I don't have a kinetic energy rope, and I don't have some shackles and the straps and stuff like that. And I said, I do have a strap, but it's old and worn out, and it's frayed up pretty good, so you really can't trust that thing too well. So they were kind enough to send me out these two items here from OPENROAD. And this first one right here, it comes in its own bag right here. It's got a mesh on this end right here, so if it gets wet or whatever, it's going to drain out and air out. It's mesh on this side too, and it's a kinetic energy rope. So I have this huge kinetic energy rope right here from OPENROAD, and the way this thing works is kind of like a strap. You know, you can hook it to the front of a vehicle and the back of a vehicle, but where a strap is a sudden impact when it tightens up, this thing right here stretches out and it uses kinetic energy to pull the back vehicle forward more, and it doesn't give you that neck breaking whiplash. And so this is a really nice item to carry. Now this one right here requires you to have another vehicle around you. I don't really think this would work too well. I mean, I guess you could use it with a winch, but I've never seen anyone do that. This is more or less for like pulling another vehicle out or having another vehicle pull you out. So that's a really nice setup that they gave me. And I have to shout out and say thank you very much for them sending me this stuff, because this is the kind of stuff you should carry with you whenever you go out, whether you're with a group or by yourself. I typically go alone. And when you go alone, you really have to be in a different mindset, because you have to really look at different things and go, should I chance that? Because if I get stuck or the water gets too deep or my vehicle stalls, I'm by myself. I got to try to do this shit on my own. So you have to be in a different mindset when you solo travel. So the other item they sent me was this bag right here, which I love that they sent everything in nice little bags so I can keep it nice and neatly organized. Even if it gets dirty, I can still keep it in the cab of the truck and it's not going to get my truck dirty. So OPENROAD again, and it's a nice little bag, padded. But inside this bag, they sent out two of these big old shackles. They got little rubber grommets on them. So those are pretty nice right there. And I just keep them in a bag. I know some people hang them on their bumpers, but I've seen people steal them in parking lots. They just unscrew them and take them and steal them. I just keep mine in the bag. So you get two shackles with it. Both of them got the little rubber bumpers and everything like that to protect them and protect everything else. And then they send out this nice big strap. And I can't remember how long this strap is, but it's a nice strap and it's pretty long. Like I said, I keep everything in little bags because it's the best way to do it. If you want to keep your truck somewhat clean, because my truck is dirty a lot. But if y'all haven't checked out OPENROAD, y'all should go check out their website, because they have a lot more than just what I'm showing you here. They do winches for trucks and Jeeps and everything else, and then they got side-by-side winches, ATVs, and they got all the recovery gear, and it's quality stuff, and it's at a great price. So if you're looking for some recovery gear, go check them out. Thanks for watching, and enjoy.